Here's why I'm so confident that you can get your ex back. All right, let's just pretend for a second that I haven't done this with hundreds and hundreds of people with receipts, which you can all go check out in my Instagram highlights. Say I've never done any of that, and I just need to convince you purely in this video based on logic. I want you to imagine getting your ex back as if it were a science that you could study, just like physics. When we observe the universe, we can conduct experiments to understand the forces of nature that are at play. Like there's certain forces that exist that are sort of just like persistent, like gravity, right? Gravity never stops pulling shit down. There might be a way to disrupt it. Asteroid hits the earth or something, and maybe for 2 seconds, I don't know, shit gets all shaking around. I don't know how it works. But generally speaking, gravity never stops working. You go jump off a bridge, it's pretty observable that the pattern of you falling to your death is repeatable. And that's how science works. So I want you to imagine that attraction works in this very same way. And that things that you can do, certain behaviors that you can do around other people, tend to pull people in and make them pay more attention to you. And certain behaviors that you can do, in other people's presence can push them away and make them pay less attention to you. And the things that make them pay attention to you, certain of those actually increase how much they like you. And especially from a sexual perspective, that's its own little category, and you can do that too. So this isn't just imagination. This is actually a real thing. Attraction is a study, and it's studied by pickup artists and dating coaches. Very specific principles have been established for those who want to draw people in. For example, the horny dude that wants to go out and get phone numbers, for example, okay? Whatever the motive, it doesn't matter. People that want to go off and accomplish this objective have studied these principles. And these principles are exactly what I teach to help people get their exes back. For example, simple economics. When your supply goes low and you remove your attention from your ex, the demand for it goes up. And you've probably noticed this between your ex or past exes or anybody you've dated. When you've pulled away, likely that's pulled them right back in after a certain amount of time. Another thing, higher energy demands more attention. So for example, if we're in a social setting and there's people standing around talking and we're talking about something that's really cool, like a scene from a movie, and we're like, oh shit, did you see that scene in the movie last night? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, that was so funny. And let's say that at that same time, a band of mariachis like breaks in that same event and starts throwing confetti everywhere. Like everybody's going to turn and look to that because that's the high energy thing. Just like when you're at a restaurant and then all of a sudden it's a happy birthday song, you stop your conversation and you notice the wait staff singing happy birthday. And those are just two simple little principles. And there are many, many more. So when you study the art of attraction as a discipline, you can see a repeatable, observable effect that you can have on your ex to pull them in. And what's funny is that you did a lot of this stuff in the beginning when you first met them. You just didn't even know it because you were naturally deciding about them and you weren't trying too hard. The universe aligned for you when you met them. But now that you love them and you're split apart, you're doing everything wrong. So anyway, I want to teach you this stuff. This is something that you can learn. You can put this to work. You can get your ex back when you learn these things, and you can mold the clay of reality to get the result that you want. And it's not just wishful thinking. It's not just tarot and all this, right? This is like something you can study and execute. If you want my help with this, click into my profile, click this link, and set up a call.